Today's theme, direction over speed. Every time I rush, I pay twice. Once for going fast, and once for going back. This is me choosing the right lane, not the fast one. There's a deer right there. I am not zoomed in at all now. It is right there, looking at me. Look at him. I got a glare on the window there. Look at that guy. Actually, I think it's a girl. But it's so cool how nature is. And she's so poised. She's just standing there. She's listening. See those ears moving? I think she can hear me talking. But she's also looking. Yeah, there she goes. Zoom out a little bit for you guys. Deer are such majestic creatures. Speed is only feeling. Direction is decision. Fast without a compass, just noise. Direction is a choice. Fast without a compass is just noise. I've got 3 checks. Why now? Is it a sense of urgency, or is it to seek clarity? Number 2, what will it cost later? You know, all the wasted efforts, all the stress, the time you can never get back, just the overall headache of going fast. Number 3, does it fit? Does it fit into my schedule, into my monthly schedule, into my weekly schedule? So yeah, like, does it fit? Does it flow with what I'm working on in the next 7 days? If not, then it's all noise. Last week I had a fork. I had a big fork in the road last week. And it definitely hurt. Like, because the thing is, the forks, they happen when they happen. They're not scripted. And they're most definitely not always easy to figure out the actual fork. The line can be a little blurry sometimes. But the fork I faced last week was whether or not I was going to continue to work with AI or not. Slowing down is how I started seeing the people no one notices. Because I couldn't figure out how it worked, and like, it's supposed to learn how I work, and it was having a hard time, and it's still having a hard time. And the thing of it is I thought I could just jump in there both feet, and you know, it would just work out. Because I mean, what I saw online was people, essentially just jumping on there and writing stuff up. So I thought it was just that easy. So the fork in the road is simply that. I thought I was going to be taking a fast route, you know, superseding. I, you know, where all those cars on the highway, they're just getting from one point to the next just by hitting the gas pedal. And that's what I was trying to accomplish, I guess. But the 3 questions that I had to ask was, is this necessary? Is it urgent? And yeah, I thought it was urgent. I thought I needed to learn everything there was to know about how it all operated just like that. I thought I had it. You know, I thought it was just simple. But come to find out, there's a lot more to it. There is a lot more to it. But the thing of it is, it looked so juicy from the outside. And I was like, yeah, I'm jumping in. You know, I've wanted to for a long time. But I made the choice to jump in thinking that it was just going to write everything out for me. It was going to be that easy. But it's not that easy. I was trying to choose speed instead of trying to sort out how the algorithm of the AI works with my algorithm to try to figure out what direction we were going to go and how we were going to do things. Instead, I ended up messing everything up, spending an entire month blowing through what I thought was progress. But because I chose speed over direction, we really weren't making progress. We were just making outlines for this and that and rough drafts and ideas and this and that, and nothing was actually getting done. So even though I realized that fork, I didn't realize it right away. And in order to keep track of all that, I have to take time out of my busy day to reflect, to think about what it is that I'm doing right now, and if it's going to help me moving forward or if it's going to hold me back. If it's going to hinder me and keep me from my next move forward, then obviously I don't want it in my life. And that's the thing. A fork in the road, that's what it's about. Deciding whether or not something's worth it to have in your life or not. Something, if it's, see if it's worth following down that path or not. If you look a little bit ahead, you may not be able to see it all, but at least you can see a little bit of what it's going to be like, especially if you've been down that road before. Now, mind you, I know I have been down that path many times before, and it seems like every single time I went down that path, I barely learned anything from it. And I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just simply hard-headed. But I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there that are feeling the same way as I am when it comes to choosing direction over speed, because speed is all noise. It's just trying to get where everybody else is at. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to rat race this thing to the top. Or, be an alcoholic because that's the path you chose in the fork in your road. I was an alcoholic for many years. Many years have I struggled, and I'm still struggling. I still battle it every single day, but it's still, in the moment, it's the fork. Which side do I choose? So, instead of going up to that busy highway, you guys seen at the intro, instead of going up to that busy highway where it's just crazy, just cars going back and forth, there's no thinking going on, it's just noise going back and forth. But then I came here where it's calm. Everything behind me, except for myself, because I'm full of energy today, everything is calm. I'm able to be at peace. I'm able to focus on things to help grow my future and think about the other people that are also in the same situations. The fork in the road. They took the fork in the road, the homeless people that I spoke on in the last episode. These are the people I worry about too, because they take on this fork in the road. Some of it was their choice, some of it wasn't. But I guarantee you, it all started back when they were younger. The choices they made when they became an adult, and everything else following through. Now I know there are military people out there that are homeless now too, and those are the ones, and other people as well, that the government and society has let down as a whole. Now it's unfortunate, but I can't focus on all that. What I'm trying to bring to you guys today is simply your life. You looking forward 7 days, seeing if it's going to fit in your life or not. Do this for the next 48 hours. Identify a fork you have ahead of you. Write the cost. If you end up taking the wrong lane, write the cost of what it's going to cost you in order to regain traction. What it's going to cost you in time, effort, aggravation. Because I know when I get aggravated over something because I'm choosing the wrong path because I'm trying to rush it, I know that it tends to really set me back emotionally too. You know, I have to find ground to where I'm reset. So, I mean, for those 48 hours, identify that fork. Really analyze it, really think about it. I hate to use the word analyze when I'm talking to you guys because it sounds so professional, so so strict. But just think about it. Think about the choice that you would make, and just before you make the choice. And I want you to slow down and I want you to pick the slow track. I don't want you to pick the fast track. Go on about that in a different manner instead of expecting it to be like this. And I know patience. Patience is also part of that. And believe me, I am always trying to work on being better with my patience and focus on keeping a level head because you don't think straight when you're not at peace. And that's a huge thing of it too. Being at peace while you're making your decision about the fork in your road, that's the huge thing too. Because if you're not calm, if you're not focused, if you're not zoned in, if you're not asking the questions, then you're gonna have a harder time finding out which path you need to take. But after you go 2 days in thinking about which path is better, spend 2 days going down the slow path. 2 full days. But don't get that sense of rush. Try to keep that calmness about yourself. Don't worry about it. Slow is better than fast. You know that story, the tortoise and the hare? How the tortoise was much faster than the hare, and as he sped past the hare, he got so far ahead and he started turning back and taunting him and taking breaks, eating sandwiches, taking a nap, or whatever he did to taunt the tortoise. And the next thing you know, the hare was making mistakes. But the thing of it wasn't mistakes that he just recognized that were just now happening. There were mistakes that were happening the entire time. Because he was going fast, he thought he could have the extra time to play around and do other things. And that's also part of it too. When you slow down and you choose the fork that's not fast, not chaotic, and not superficial, you end up winning in the end. Direction first, speed later. Every time I adhere to that, my life is cleaner and clearer. Sometimes the fastest way forward is to pause. If this helped you, subscribe and join the journey. Every road splits. The question isn't how fast, it's which way.